Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Syracuse's offense will take the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Offense in the hurry up. To the air, it's McCord. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
He's going to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're going to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? Back to throw, it's McCord. Feeling some heat. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
First down here for the offense. Going to the running game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Nice move to keep moving. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we could debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Pennington. Fires to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He'll keep it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Looking for a block, it's Pena. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gadsden. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Syracuse right back at it. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Back to throw, it's McCord. Makes his connection. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hatcher. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Gadsden. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Pennington. Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Pennington. They're trying to get to him. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Syracuse right back at it. He wants to pass it on second down. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Scanning the field, it's McCord. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Going up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Hatcher. Touchdown, Cuse. What a grab and go for the score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Handoff from the shotgun. stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
He's tackled at the 25-yard line. Second down coming up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Pennington. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a first down.
Marshall quick to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the right. It's complete.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up second down.
Here comes the hurry up. They go to the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Second down coming up.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Pennington. Makes the grab on the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking for a crease, it's Turner. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11.
Brings up second down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can...
Touchdown, Marshall! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Looking for a man. It's McCord. Finds his tight end. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hatcher. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Coming after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Works the middle of the field. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw, it's McCord. Got his man on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. It's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. And he'll be smacked to the ground. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. To the air, it's Pennington. Working that left side now. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They move the tight end all over. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game, and right now everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the third play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see if you're the coaching staff.
Marshall will be forced to punt. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Looking for a gap. It's Allen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Back to pass, it's McCord. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense. Syracuse right back at it.
line have a big completion here. They're bringing heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Metcalf. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Line getting set on second down. They go to the draw. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Metcalf. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
You know, it's easy to catch the football, but it's a lot harder to catch it when you're about to be out of bounds and you got to twist your body and turn it and keep it in bounds. What a great job by the receiver with great body control, staying in bounds and making the catch.
The hand to the running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Second down coming up.
Syracuse right back at it. Looking downfield, it's McCord. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Second down.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Syracuse. They take the lead with the 6.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Leaves it with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Pennington. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
2nd down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Marshall will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gives them a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Give to the back. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the gun, running back on the move. At the 45, on his way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Syracuse right back at it. looking to throw. It's McCord. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield and made the tackle for loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Trying play action. Looking left. Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
Touchdown.
Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Pennington. Makes the grab over the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Marshall quick to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. And they got him for the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
He's going to pass. Fires to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air, it's Pennington. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd!
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21.
That makes the score Syracuse 28, Marshall 21.
Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage and probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.